Good morning. It is Saturday, April 11th, and the title of the devotional this morning is Our Attitude Towards the Lord's Coming. It's important to be prepared. It's very important to be prepared. This story of a rancher that was looking for a ranch hand. There was a lot of work that he needed to do, and he needed some help. So he put out the word, and there just wasn't a lot of help out there. One Saturday, an individual came up, and so he interviewed him, and to every question he asked, the answer was, I can sleep through the storm. Can you buck hay? I can sleep through the storm. Can you drive a tractor? I can sleep through the storm. Can you bring the cows in? I can sleep through the storm. And so this rancher was perplexed. He told him, come back next week. Well, week after week, he told him to come back, and the work piled up, and he couldn't find someone else. So reluctantly, he hired this guy. And to his surprise, the guy was a very hard worker. Odd, but a very hard worker. Well, one night, he knew that there was a storm brewing. He went to bed anyway, and about midnight, the thunder was crashing. So he got up and he put his clothes on and he went out into the rain over to the ranch hand's little cottage. And he banged on the door, and the ranch hand did not stir at all. And he banged on the door and nothing. And the more he banged, the more upset he got. And so he went out by himself and he checked the barn. And he found out it was closed. He checked the hay and he found out it was covered. He went to go see if the tractor was put in, and it was. And the cows were brought in the barn as well. Everywhere he went and everything he checked, it was already done. As he headed back to the house, he realized this is what the man meant when he said, I can sleep through the storm. And so the man went in, he took off his wet clothes, and he went to bed. The scripture reading this morning is in Mark 13:35 and 36. It says, Watch ye therefore, for you know not when the master of the house cometh, at evening or at midnight, or at the cock crowing, or in the morning, lest suddenly he find you sleeping. Starts out with the word watch here. And it's the word gregoro. And it means to give strict attention to. Do you think people are giving strict attention to the spiritual things of this world? Do you think that they have given strict attention to the things that God has said? Well, judging by their reactions, I don't think so. Judging by their reactions, I think that they had neglected the things of God, things of the Scripture. They've been distracted, maybe by materialism, maybe by excess. The last word we see here is sleeping. Lest coming suddenly, he finds you sleeping. This is kathodo. It means sloth or indifference. We've talked about the word acedia. It's kind of this same idea of just a spiritual apathy. And so if we have indifference, if we're slothful or lazy about the Lord's work, we're not going to be able to rest. We're not going to be able to have peace during difficult times. How are you faring through all of this? If this is stirring you, you might see that maybe you've had a little bit of indifference to the Lord. But if you're going through this and you're saying, wow, this is a part of prophecy, and I can see that God is working in this, and our redemption is nigh. His return is soon. And you're excited by what you see, then you've been paying strict attention. Your faith is stronger than your fear. Now allow that faith to be shared with other people. Encourage them in this time period. Be there for them. Point to Jesus through all of this. May God bless you. I pray that through all this, that we will be watchful, and that we'll be like that ranch hand, be able to sleep through the storm. God bless you. Thank you so much for listening to these devotionals. Thank you for those that have been sharing them with their friends and their family. Subscribe, like, let the word get out. God bless you.